Hello, learner, and welcome to this powerful guide on how to overcome fear in English speaking. If you are listening right now, it means you want to improve your English, you want to speak confidently, and you want to remove the fear that stops you from expressing your ideas. Today, I will help you understand why this fear comes, how to control it, and how to finally speak English without shaking, without hesitation, and without overthinking. This is not just a normal English lesson. This is a complete transformation guide. By the end of this video, you will feel more confident, more relaxed, and more prepared to speak English anytime, anywhere, with anyone. So, take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and get ready to change your English speaking life. Let's begin. Why fear comes when we try to speak English. Fear is not a mistake. Fear is not a weakness. Fear is simply a reaction inside the human brain that tries to protect you. Your brain does not want you to fail or make mistakes or feel embarrassed. So it creates fear. But fear is not the enemy. Fear is a signal. Let's understand the main reasons. Reason 1, fear of judgment. Most English learners feel nervous because they are afraid other people will judge them. They think, what if I say something wrong? What if my grammar is bad? What if they laugh at me? This fear is normal. Every language learner experiences this. Reason 2, fear of mistakes. In school, we are taught that mistakes are bad, but in real life, mistakes are normal. Mistakes are part of growth. When you fear mistakes, you block your own progress. Reason 3, overthinking. Before speaking, your brain tries to translate every word. Translation creates delay. Delay creates stress. Stress creates fear. Overthinking is one of the biggest reasons for hesitation. Reason 4, lack of practice. If you never speak, you never build muscle memory. If the speaking muscles are weak, fear becomes stronger. The brain feels uncomfortable because speaking is not yet natural. Reason 5, comparing yourself to others. When you see fluent speakers, you think they are better, but you don't see their years of effort, practice, and mistakes. Comparison creates insecurity. Insecurity creates fear. Reason 6, past negative experiences. Maybe someone laughed when you spoke English. Maybe you felt embarrassed in class. Maybe you forgot words in front of others. These moments stay in your brain and create emotional fear. But the amazing thing is, you can change all of this. You can retrain your brain. You can rebuild your confidence. And I will guide you through every step. What fear does to your English. When fear comes, your brain goes into protection mode. This creates 3 main effects. Effect 1, your mind becomes blank. Suddenly, you forget simple words. It's not because you are weak in English. It's because fear interrupts memory access. Effect 2, your voice becomes soft or shaky. Your body reacts to fear physically. Breathing changes. Voice control decreases. You feel small. Effect 3, you lose confidence instantly. You feel like running away. You feel like staying silent. You feel like English is too difficult. But there is a secret. The moment you understand fear, the moment you accept fear, the moment you learn to control fear, everything changes. You become stronger. You become clearer. You become confident. And that is exactly what we will do next. The truth about confidence. Confidence is not something you are born with. Confidence is something you build. Every fluent English speaker once felt afraid. Every fluent English speaker once hesitated. Every fluent English speaker once made simple mistakes. But they kept speaking. They kept trying. They kept growing. Confidence is a skill. And like any skill, you can learn it. The secret is you become confident after practicing, not before. People think they need confidence first, but the truth is, practice creates confidence. Action creates confidence. Speaking, even with mistakes, builds confidence. Your goal is not perfection. Your goal is progress. The psychology of fearless English. To overcome fear, you must understand two parts of your mind. One, the emotional mind. This part of the mind feels fear, stress, and hesitation. It reacts quickly. Two, the logical mind. This part of the mind knows English is not dangerous. It knows mistakes are okay. It knows speaking is safe. The problem is, when you speak English, the emotional mind speaks louder. It takes control. So we need to train your brain so the logical mind becomes stronger. How? Through consistent practice, positive habits, and controlled exposure. And that's exactly what we will do in the next sections. How fear works inside the brain. To overcome fear in English speaking, you must understand what happens inside your brain when you start to speak. When you try to speak English, your brain sends signals through three areas. Number 1, the amygdala, the fear center. This is the part of your brain that reacts first. It does not think, it only protects. When you speak English, the amygdala says, "Warning, you might make mistakes." "Warning, people might judge you." This creates physical reactions: fast heartbeat, sweating, shaking, dry mouth, mental confusion. These reactions make speaking even harder. Number 2, the prefrontal cortex, the thinking brain. This part controls logic and language. When fear becomes too strong, this part becomes weak. That's why you forget words. That's why you cannot translate fast. That's why your mind goes blank. Number 3, the memory center. For words and grammar, your English is stored here. But fear blocks access to memory. It's like your brain closes the door temporarily. The words are there, but fear hides them. Understanding this is powerful because now you know you do not forget English. Fear blocks it. And if fear blocks it, you can unblock it. The 3 levels of English-speaking fear. Not all fear is the same. There are 3 levels. Knowing your level helps you overcome it faster. Level 1, mild fear. You feel shy or nervous, but still speak. You make mistakes, but continue. You feel embarrassed sometimes, but you don't stop. This is normal. Almost every learner goes through this level. Level 2, Moderate fear. You prepare sentences in your head, but forget them when speaking. You avoid speaking in public. You feel stomach pressure or tight breathing. You want to speak, but fear stops you. Level 3. Severe fear. You freeze completely when someone asks you something in English. Your mind becomes 100% blank. You avoid English conversations completely. You feel panic inside. This level needs proper strategies and slow exposure. Wherever you are now, do not worry. You can rise from level 3 to level 0 with practice. The formula to overcome fear in English speaking. There is a simple formula to overcome fear in English speaking. Fear, to understanding, to exposure, to practice, to success. Let's break it. Step 1. Fear. Everyone starts with fear. This is normal. Step 2. Understanding. When you understand fear, it becomes weaker. Now you know fear is only a signal. Step 3. Exposure. Exposure means facing English in small, controlled steps. Not too big, not too fast. Just small steps that slowly reduce fear. Step 4. Practice. Speaking regularly builds muscle memory. With practice, you stop translating. You start thinking in English. Step 5. Success. Success is not speaking perfectly. Success is speaking confidently, even with mistakes. This formula changes everything. The mindset of a fearless English speaker. Before we learn speaking techniques, you must understand mindset. A fearless English speaker thinks differently. Mindset 1. Mistakes are normal. They don't fear mistakes. They expect mistakes. They learn from mistakes. Mindset 2. Communication greater than perfection. The goal is to express your ideas, not to speak like a native, not to have perfect grammar. Mindset 3. Growth takes time. Nobody becomes fluent in one day. Speaking takes practice. Every small improvement is success. Mindset 4. Speak first, correct later. They do not correct themselves while speaking. They speak freely. Corrections come later. Mindset 5. Confidence comes from repetition. Not from talent, not from magic, not from watching videos only. Confidence comes from speaking again and again. If you want to overcome fear, adopt these mindsets. The 2 biggest myths that create fear. Many English learners believe myths that destroy confidence. Let's break them. Myth 1. I must speak perfect English before I speak in public. This is wrong. You learn to speak by speaking. Perfection comes later, from experience. If you wait until you are perfect, you will wait forever. Myth 2. People will laugh at me if I make mistakes. This almost never happens. Most people respect you for trying.
They admire you because learning a new language takes courage. People are busy with their own lives. They don't think about your mistakes. The secret behind fluency. Fluency does not come from grammar. Fluency does not come from vocabulary books. Fluency does not come from watching only. Fluency comes from memory patterns. Your brain needs repeated exposure to English phrases, so they become automatic. For example, instead of thinking, I am going to the market, your brain should produce it automatically as one phrase. This is how native speakers speak. So when you speak English, focus on common phrases, not individual words. When speaking becomes automatic, fear disappears.
Why translation creates fear? You translate because it feels safe, but translation is the biggest enemy of confidence. Here's why. Translation takes time. Time increases pressure. Pressure increases fear. Fear blocks memory. Blocked memory kills confidence. When you stop translating, English becomes natural. So how do you stop translating? You learn patterns and phrases. For example, in my opinion, to be honest, actually, I think, I'm not sure, but this reminds me of, these are ready-made phrases that give you instant confidence. When these phrases become automatic, fear reduces quickly. The small wins strategy. Fear becomes weaker when you create small wins every day. Small wins include speaking one sentence to yourself, practicing a short conversation, talking to a friend for 30 seconds, recording a 10-second audio, reading aloud for 1 minute. Each small win builds confidence slowly. You don't need big wins. You need daily progress.